This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by A&A Companies.
The history of heating and cooling homes goes way back. It's believed that using fire in a controlled setting dates back to around 2 million BC. A form of air conditioning came along in the 1800s, with 87% of homes having some sort of air conditioning by 2009. And in 2019, the U.S. set a goal to begin phasing out production of hydrofluorocarbons. So what does that mean for you and your home? Well, to answer that question and learn about other changes, we have Mindy Allen Townsend. She is the Vice President of A&A Companies. Thanks for being here this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
So, hydrofluorocarbons, what in the world is that?
It's a fancy term for refrigerant. It's, refrigerant's what flows through your heating and air conditioning system, your car to provide air conditioning, your refrigerator to provide the coldness that you feel in your refrigerator. But our refrigerant is changing. This change is happening really fast. That is a downside for homeowners, and it's a downside for us as heating and air conditioning contractors. The change is happening so fast that there's not enough time for training, there's not enough time for information for homeowners. Basically, by the end of 2025, we will have to be completely changed over to this new refrigerant. Some manufacturers have already gone through with the change, some have not. It basically is when they run out of what they have, then they start releasing the new equipment. Mm-hmm. Some things that homeowners need to be aware of is that, prior, when we went from R22 to R410A, they gave us an option to have dry units, which gave homeowners that couldn't afford a complete system replacement the option to replace just the outdoor condenser. Mm-hmm. And get by until they could afford or budget to replace the entire system. With this new refrigerant, that is not going to be possible. So if parts are 30, 60, 90 days out, a homeowner is not going to have any choice but to replace the entire system. We are no longer going to be able to piecemeal a system in order to get somebody heating and air conditioning. People ask me every day, what's your thought on the new refrigerant? I'm going to be honest, I have no idea. We're installing these systems as the equipment becomes available. It's going to be a trial and error type situation. Yeah.
Well, why is it so different?
It is propane based. Or has traces of propane, they say. It's supposed to be more energy efficient, better for the environment. Sure. So, the federal government is what's regulating it, the EPA. It's supposed to be better for the environment and better efficiency ratings. So that's kind of why they're making the change. And it's just a lot happening in the industry. I also get asked quite regularly, would you wait for the new equipment to come out? No, I would not. If you need to replace your heating and air conditioning system, I would do it now with 410A equipment, just because, 410A equipment we've had for years, since 2003 at the base of 2007, so we're close to 20 years now. It's a good piece of equipment, and manufacturers have to manufacture parts for at least 10 years. That's the warranty. In reality, it's closer to 20. So if you're in the position right now where your system is old and it's on its last leg, I would go ahead and do it before this changeover happens.
Real quickly, wanted to talk a little bit about the geothermal heating and air. You guys obviously install those units and you repair them as well.
Yes, so we're one of the only heating and air conditioning companies that can do loop side repairs. So we get a lot of calls about that. Most of the time it's well drillers that have to do it, but we have the capability and the equipment to do all of those repairs. So if you have a pump issue, a loop field issue, we can take care of that for you, along with anything from the ground to the unit.
All right, and if you have any other questions, you can just hit up A&A Companies. Mindy Allen Townsend, Vice President, thank you so much for coming in. And I guess we'll just say to be continued to find out more. All right.